Daily Planet intern Clark Kent takes learning on the job to new extremes when Lobo and Parasite set their sights on Metropolis. Hello everyone, today I am going to recap a movie from 2020 called Superman Man of Tomorrow. In the starting scene we see Clark as a kid. He and his friend are watching television, in which they see a man turning into an alien. Seeing this, Clark gets scared and starts to cry. Later, Clark's dad arrives to take him home. In the next scene we see Clark trying to open a triangular-like object, but it doesn't seem to open, so Clark throws it in frustration. However, the object levitates and starts to glow. Years later, Clark works for the Daily Planet as an intern and is known to the public as the Flying Man. When using his abilities, he attends the launch of an orbital rocket telescope that was made by LexCorp in hopes to seek other life in the universe. However, reporter Lois Lane exposes LexCorp's CEO Lex Luthor of the rocket's true plan that would destroy Metropolis and gross negligence leading to his arrest. Meanwhile, Clark befriends Star Labs janitor Rudy Jones, who informs Clark about extraterrestrial experiments going on inside the lab. Unbeknownst to Clark, he is being watched by a mysterious figure in a trench coat. Suddenly, the rocket heads to Metropolis and Clark stops the rocket and deviates it into outer space. He realizes that he gets some kind of energy from the sun. Later, the owner of the Daily Planet introduces Lois Lane as the new addition to the team, as the girl who took down the billionaire Lex Luthor. However, the employees are not happy to see her. Later, Clark meets Lois. Lois forgets to take a printed paper, which Clark sees and finds his photos with Superman and a question mark, while the Batman photo reads, "Cool cape." So after reaching home, Clark tries on a cape. Star Labs detects a UFO grabbing the attention of Clark, who is confronted by an alien bounty hunter named Lobo. Clark learns that he is the last of his kind with a bounty on him. The two then fight, which leads to Star Labs. An employee named Rudy, the same employee who told Clark about the experiments, he is caught in the crossfire of the damage and is fused with unknown substances, while Lobo learns Clark's weakness is kryptonite. Just as Clark is being beaten by Lobo with the kryptonite ring, the figure appears, revealing himself as a Martian to the public and intervenes. While the Martian distracts Lobo, Clark goes to outer space, uses the sun to heal himself, and ultimately defeats Lobo. In the next scene we see Rudy undergoing surgery, but he suddenly awakens and grabs the doctor by the hand, and throws another doctor with just one hand. He now has the ability to drain life, turning them into husks. He grabs a coat and walks out of the hospital without his wife and daughter seeing him. That night, the Martian introduces himself as John Johns to the Kents and reveals Clark's Kryptonian history to him. He then warns Clark to not stay hidden from humanity, as they can be xenophobic despite Clark's disagreements. Martha gifts Clark a new suit with an S imprinted at the front and a cape, while the media officially coined the Flying Man as Superman. In the next scene, we see Lois go to interview Lobo about Superman. When she is done with the interview, she calls out to the guard to open the door, but she finds the dead guards' bodies lying around in the room. Rudy breaks the door and, when he is about to attack Lois, two guards shoot him. Lois then hides as Rudy attacks the guards and drains their life in an attempt to gain answers from Lobo. He frees Lobo in the process after draining his cell's energy, which transforms Rudy into a parasite-like creature and begins invading Metropolis. Superman and John work together to stop Rudy. However, during the battle, Rudy is draining their powers while extracting information from them. The battle results in John's death after being burnt by Rudy and leaves Superman weak and vulnerable. A powerless Superman requests help from Lex from prison to help him restore his abilities by sending him to the sun. In the next scene, we see Rudy go to his house, and when he sees his daughter getting scared by him, he leaves the house and gets emotional. Through Star Labs' CCTV footage, Superman realizes Rudy is the parasite due to Lobo's grenade, which was an organic EMP. The organic EMP consisted of a purple foam/liquid and was designed to absorb any and all energy it came into contact with, but instead bonded with Rudy's DNA to create the parasite. Lex deduces that the parasite would have gained Superman's weaknesses from absorbing his energy, and reveals that he has enlisted Lobo after buying out Star Labs. Lex, Clark, and Lobo devise a plan to lure the parasite into Metropolis' power plant and use Lobo's kryptonite ring in hopes of weakening it. The plan becomes unsuccessful when the ring fails, prompting Lobo to suicide bomb the parasite. Lex equips the ring with a magnifying pulse rifle and shoots the parasite, ultimately taking it down. Lex then double-crosses Superman, but is stopped by an alive John, who faked his death using his abilities. With the plan failed, Superman tries to calm the parasite down by using his humanity, and in turn, Superman formally introduces himself to the world as Kal-El. Suddenly, the power plant begins to overload. The parasite sacrifices himself to stop it. In the aftermath, Superman and John meet at the roof of the Daily Planet, where they also see Lobo alive due to his regeneration. John laments that they are each the last of their species, but Lobo reveals there might be more Martians and Kryptonians out there, with John heading off to find them. In the ending scene, we see Superman returns to his office as Clark. And with this the movie comes to an end. I hope you enjoyed the explanation. For more video please don't forget to like and subscribe.